I want you to tell me, MAGA, I want you to tell me right now how, if your dear daddy duty dumpy pants is such a rule of law guy, I support the police. Rule of law? He pardoned like 1,500 violent insurrectionists, and he's calling for the release of this bitch right here. Trump calls again for the release of ex-bitch clerk guilty of Colorado election data breach. President Trump threatened harsh measures. There's going to be harsh measures if Tina Peters, sentenced to 9 years, is not released from prison. And she's a patriot. Are you fucking kidding me? Well, he again called for the release of a former election clerk in Colorado who was convicted for her role in breaching election data in a quest to find fraud, threatening he would take harsh measures if she was not let out of prison. Free Tina Peters, a brave and innocent patriot who's been tortured by the crooked Colorado politicians. Are you kidding me? Including the big mail-in ballots supporting the governor of state? Bullshit. He doesn't have this power. He doesn't have any of this power. I want our police officers, our state police, our state patrol to start arresting ICE officials. That's what needs to happen. They're breaking the fucking law every day. Not identifying themselves, wearing masks. It's bullshit. It's Gestapo. It's brown shirting. Okay? This is Gestapo tactics on United States soil. Bullshit. We have a president who is actively taking orders from Russia right now. He is spewing Russian propaganda word for word out of his tiny little purse mouth. I'm going to say that Putin loves me. He loves me very much. He's my best friend. My best friend. He's going to take harsh measures, he said. Peters did not find evidence of Democrats cheating in the election. She was charged for allowing access to county voting equipment by an outside election activist, a right-wing terrorist who was given security credentials under a different name. Materials and passwords were then published online, on Telegram, and on the right-wing outlet The Gateway Pundit. She was found guilty by a jury in Mesa County in 2024 of 7 counts related to misconduct, conspiracy, and impersonation, 4 of which were felony fucking charges. She was sentenced later that year to 9 years in prison. She deserves every minute of it. Her attorneys had argued for probation instead of prison time? You kidding me? In her sentencing, Judge Matthew Barrett said Peters had not shown remorse for her actions. He said that she was as defiant as a defendant that court has ever seen, and that he was convinced you'd do it all over again if you could. That's why he wants her out. Peters' release has become a rallying cry on the right, especially among election deniers. Can you imagine in this country we have something called an election denier? Election denier? People that only approve of our election systems if they're winning, but if they're not winning, it's suddenly not legitimate at all. Not legitimate. Then he needs to step down and give that election to Kamala Harris. If it's all rigged, how does he even know he won? Well, he didn't. Peters' release has become a rallying cry. Blah, 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 blah. Voice messages from her have appeared on right-wing podcasts in which she continues to advance election conspiracies. Peters' attorneys have filed an appeal of her conviction and are seeking to get her out on bond. While the appeal plays out, that's not going to happen, arguing in a federal habeas corpus petition that her bond denial stems from her exercise of First Amendment rights. Her lawyer told Colorado Newsline that she has been made to stay in prison because people are afraid of what she would say. She said all she had to say, believe me. Trump has previously called for Peters' release in May, saying on social media posts that she was an innocent political prisoner. Bullshit! She's a fucking felon, like you. They all stick together. All these corrupt fuckers, they just stick together. Like finds like. It really does. You can definitely judge people by the company they keep. They called her an innocent political prisoner who was part of a communist persecution by the radical left Democrats to cover up their election crimes and misdeeds in 2020. If we stole that election, why didn't we steal this one? It just doesn't make any fucking sense. It's just a bunch of crybaby, titty baby punks over there. Bunch of beta males. whining, crying, I'm a victim, they weaponized the government against me. If you hate weaponization of government, it seems like you'd go in there and just kind of straighten things out, not weaponize it further, not start an avenge campaign. If you hate weaponization of government that much, then clearly you wouldn't do that, right? Or if you were weaponizing the government, you wouldn't sit there and gaslight us and tell us you aren't. I'm sorry, but President Biden didn't have soldiers in our streets. President Obama didn't have the National Guard doing traffic checks in Washington, D.C. He didn't lie every time he got in front of a fucking microphone. I'm sorry, I'm just pissed today. This is bullshit. This bitch let these people into the election office, get into the voting machines, and take the guts out. They didn't find what they wanted, but they had the guts to that voting machine for years. Because Peters is convicted of state-level crimes, Trump cannot pardon her. Oh, boo-hoo, motherfucker, boo-hoo. But Colorado Governor, Democrat Jared Polis could. Trump's Justice Department submitted a court filing in March saying it would be reviewing the case for potential abuses of the criminal justice process. Fuck you. Dan Rubenstein, the Republican district attorney in Mesa County, who has prosecuted the case, noted in a statement to The Guardian that the county is one of Colorado's most conservative, with an all-Republican board of county commissioners who requested to prosecute Peters. It is a gross mischaracterization of the facts of the case to claim that Ms. Peters did nothing wrong, after she cost the citizens of Mesa County, Colorado, more than $1 million as a result of her criminal acts, Rubenstein said. Republicans said. Ms. Peters was indicted by a grand jury of her peers, like mostly Republicans, and convicted unanimously with a standard of proof beyond a reasonable doubt at a trial by a jury of her peers that she selected. Her attorneys helped select this jury that found her guilty. So I don't want to hear any more of this bullshit about this bitch is a patriot. She's as much of a patriot as our current president is. Yeah, swallow that one. As much of a patriot as Donald Trump. So, not a patriot at all. I wanted to bring you this stupid story about this dummy right here. This corrupt bitch. I watched the judge talk to her when she was being sentenced. I heard what the judge said with my own ears, and I wear hearing aids, so I heard every fucking word. She was defiant as all get out. She believed what she did was being part of the resistance. This is the kind of shit we're up against, folks. We have to fight back. Thank you for watching my videos.